Hey, how's it going everyone? Today I'm walking up another hill covered in snow, heading to an abandoned Cold War military base located in, yes, it's crazy, 6 hours ago. Before arriving here it was about 60 degrees out, no snow. Now it's like 40 degrees out, and a lot of snow. Hidden deep in the forest, this crumbling Air Force base was once a key piece of America's early warning defense during the Cold War. Built in the 1950s, it housed powerful radar systems designed to track enemy aircraft before they ever reached US airspace. At its peak, over 300 people lived and worked here, families, soldiers, and technicians, surrounded by harsh winters and complete isolation. Despite the cold, the base had everything: homes, a theater, a bowling alley, and a ski tow. But when the threat faded and the mission ended in the 1980s, the entire site was abandoned. Now nature has taken it back, slowly erasing a once vital outpost that helped protect an entire nation. Alright, after a lengthy hill of a walk, just arrived to, I guess this would be the town. Small town of about 30, I believe there's like 36 houses that are here. I don't think we'll touch even half of them, but we're gonna check out some of these places. So yeah, this was a old Air Force base during the Cold War. I would think this would have been all like the housing for the people that would have lived on the base, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna pop into this first house here really quick. This is just completely destroyed. Old toilet and shower in here, sick. So this house, I wanted to come in here. I came 6 hours to show you guys this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is a Suzuki Samurai. I'm pretty confident in it, but I could be wrong. But this is sick. This is just left here. It's even got the flames painted on the side of it. Is the key still in it though? That's the question. I'd imagine not. Also, it smells just as you would imagine. Just wet fabric, musky, moldy. All right, so what I saw over here before on this roof, the Minnie Mouse just hanging out up there. Crazy. So everything I saw pointed that this place shutting down in the 80s, the military base. I wonder if people must have still lived here after the 80s though. There's a lot of like more modern things like ice cream buckets. I don't know, that looks like it's probably 90s, a 90s washer, but there's a year of 2000 on the fire extinguisher. Oh wow, there's still like whole bedroom setup in here. There's still all the furniture left in this house. This is insane. This room over here too. And from my understanding, a lot of these houses within this small town here are left just like this, which is why we're not going to go into all of them. Because again, there's like, I think it's 36 houses, so that would take a very long time, but that's just crazy. I wonder why they were left furnished. Like people just left here quickly. They left in a rush. So right here, I'm in the middle of the road. This is the second road over from where we started. And somebody just put a scale in the middle of this road here. This here, it looks pretty cool. I see some stuff peeking through the windows. Oh, okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. What I do see though is they have VCRs and a Pioneer stereo. So Dad, if you're watching this, thanks to you, I know that this stuff is probably from the 90s. Stuff's pretty old, huh? And projection screen TV over there, some boom boxes. So thus far, it's looking like everything in this town was probably left around the 90s. Maybe as late as 2000, but that was just a fire extinguisher. So do not know for sure. Some books, which I'm not going to read. I don't know how to read. whole lot of junk in the garage. Got like 3 vacuum cleaners for some reason. If we wander the other way, there is more garbage. There's a lot of garbage in here. Old treadmill. The jars. This is what I want to see. I don't see a year on it, and I'm assuming any kind of expiration date would have probably been printed on the lid. Which this one still has. Best by 2013. Ain't no way. This was brought here, it had to have been. Everything else here is way older, but maybe, you know, I don't know. What about this juice bottle? This looks new. I sold these at a grocery store like 5 years ago. 11/19/2011. So that's 2 items in this room that's pointing, you know, 2010s, early 2010s. Again, you know, can't verify for sure. Could have been squatters leaving stuff here, as far as we know. All right, I'm gonna get out of here before I feel the need to fill my pockets with old books. But yeah, it's an old receipt for Sears Parts and Services. Ordered a shield deflector for a mower in 2008. So there we go, 2008, 2010s. That's probably the last time this place was maybe active. As far as I know though, for the military base, that shut down in the 80s. It's kind of cool right here, sitting in the window. Little like bird feeder, adorable. Take a quick peek in this one. What you see is what you get. Whole lot of the same house, same condition, peeling paint, broken windows. It's just so cool because there's so many of these places. Each one has slightly different things remaining. A lot of propane tanks though. A lot of propane tanks. Chocolate multi-meal. I want to go in here just to look at the date on that. June 12th, 2004. Chocolate multi-meal. I wonder if it's still good. Still sounds, you know, like a powdery. Luckily, there's no basements under these houses. Little toaster oven. All right, I'm gonna do probably one of my worst decisions ever. I'm gonna open this refrigerator. Wait, I'm gonna hold my breath first. I like when there's no snow in areas like this and my shoes can slightly dry. Nothing. Glass. Ooh, this one's got some furniture in here. A little armchair, cabinet. What's more interesting to see though is I think the stuff left in the garage. Just a whole lot of clothes. Knocked over refrigerator, a little radio. Over here we got a little love seat and a recliner or just a little armchair. Cool. My shoes untied. So moving on, again, we're on the 2nd street over from where we started. We're 1 block over, and now we're running parallel the side street over. And I guess I should have been counting. I can do a quick estimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21. And this is just one of the subdivisions, because then it goes further off this way and there's another little neighborhood over there. So if I do remember correctly, there are 36 houses here. Don't quote me, just trying to do my best. This couch looks really nice, very clean. We'll go check this one out quick. See, the people that left here, they cleaned their garage before they left. Somebody came over, tipped over the refrigerator. They even stacked up their pallets. And they left me a free snack. 20 bucks, and I would maybe smell it. Leaving. That was dumb. Coat tour. I don't know why this one looks like a vibe. Let's check it out. Garage. We'll look at the garage first. Yeah, and, you know, just empty houses with some garbage left behind. Some peeling paint. Probably don't eat that. I do love seeing whenever there's a toilet that's not, oh, spoke too soon. Not broken. Wow, still have a shower curtain in here. And a creepy bed in here. I don't know why I said it's creepy, it's just a bed. I think it's the shade of the mattress being all yellow. It kind of grosses me out. Neat. Lastly, a carpet. And to dry my shoes because they're really wet and cold. That's gonna wrap it up for this first subdivision here. And now we are going to head in that direction because there's another 2 streets of houses. But yeah, we're not gonna look at all of them because all these houses are essentially the same thing. Just a lot of garbage left behind. And mostly I was just excited to come see this little town though, because at its heart, this is a ghost town. Once thriving, full of questionably 36 families, now they're just gone. One of them left their sweater, cardigan. So when I was like first looking at this place online, I was looking at an aerial map view on Google, and you can see this neighborhood. You can see this neighborhood. There's also something way up that way, which I believe was the military base, which would have housed like, you know, the control rooms. And I don't know what a military base has, but the military base, other than the living quarters, was that way. And I believe that is all now tore down. So after looking at these couple houses here, I'm gonna launch my drone from this dry concrete and just fly it over there and see if there's anything worth walking that distance. It's probably a good half-mile walk. So these houses look very similar to the ones we were just exploring, but slightly smaller. These all look like double-wide trailers. Those also look like double-wide trailers. Oh, they had garages. These don't have garages. That's the difference. Oh, cool, there's a sidewalk here. That doesn't say 1987 trailer home. I don't know what does. I see some stuff though in this window. Oh, there's a little bit of some clothing in there. Nothing worth going inside, but right here though, exercise bike. All of its former glory. Yeah, there are so many houses here. I don't know where to go because there's like a few scattered that way and some more scattered over this way. So I guess overall, the feeling of walking through here right now, I feel like I'm just walking through like an abandoned trailer park. But knowing the history of this place makes it all that much more cooler, or colder, should I say. Cold War joke. If you thought that was funny, please hit like. If you hated that joke, please also hit like. You know, it helps, even if you didn't like it. It's like, I don't know, it's weird being here, you know. I think it's different viewing. So I have seen, I think 2 videos here prior to coming, and I thought it was cool, but being here is just a completely different feeling. Very surreal, just being in like a real life ghost town. Not sure why I decided to go in this one, but it was speaking to me. Now I understand why. Coffee. You know, it's an interesting layout. So like, yeah, this is the family room here. Very spacious for how small these houses are. And then it looks like it loops around, probably dining room right here. Loops around this way to a little back hallway, which will probably take us to the bedrooms. Little bedroom here. Another one here with flaking ceilings. Somebody stole the toilet. And empty room here. I'm gonna go back out this way in order to pass the coffee. Then pull the door shut. Another house with a couch still remaining. Looks like the exact same layout as that last one, and now I'm fairly confident every single one of these will be the same layout, which is slightly different than the houses on that first subdivision we're in. Interesting. These all look like, I don't know, so this town was probably built in the 50s, and it just all remind me of like catalog homes, you know, like you could order a house from Sears. And just looking at them, these things are caving in on themselves, the roofs are like crumbling. So there are probably some cheaper houses here. This is the very last house on this subdivision, far corner. I came here specifically for this house because I saw something over there that looked like a headstone, but it's actually just a lawn chair. Yeah, same old empty house. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to that spot over here, get the drone in the air and see if they still have the base up on top of that hill. Because I think that'd be so cool to explore, but I'm thinking that got tore down when this town got shut down.
Home point updated.
So as I'm looking at the top of this hill here, so right here what we're looking at is the concrete slab of what used to be, I guess, the military base that was here. I'm sure it's hard to see on the Insta360, so I'll probably just add this somewhere within the video. Soon after the Air Force Base was shut down, officials discovered that decades of diesel, PCBs, and industrial solvents seeped into the soil and groundwater, turning the site dangerously toxic. Declared a Superfund cleanup zone, it was locked down in 1980, and the military simply walked away, leaving it sealed off. Well, there it was, the DJI Air 3S. Yeah, in the 80s, when this was an Air Force base, which is kind of funny that it was Air Force, because airplane, sort of, rotocopter. They would probably love to have drones back in the Cold War to go spy on the Russians. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this little military base here. My shoes are soaked. I just flew over the car. There are no cops here. So I think that means it's a good time to probably get out of here before we've overstayed our welcome. Yeah, I don't mean to flex or anything, but I think we've just infiltrated a US Air Force base. Sounds pretty sick. Agree? Disagree? So we're now returning back towards the first little subdivision we entered via this gate straight ahead. And beyond this subdivision to the left in that back corner, there's a cell phone tower. And right next to that cell phone tower, I know I absolutely cannot zoom into it, that is an old fire watchtower. And I want to try driving to it. So we're gonna do a guessing game. It says OST town. Drop a comment what you think this once said. Wrong answers only. Mine is Post Malone Town. Malone is somewhere over there in the snow. I would like to think that it's Toast Town because I love toast, but that O would have to be an A. Unless they didn't know how to spell toast and they just did T-O-S-T. Town, then that'd be cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think maturing as a hiker is realizing that uphill was never the enemy. It's the downhill. All right, just got back to the car. It's a road right here. Pretty violent looking dirt road for a small car. Bumpy roads, take me home to the place I call a fire tower. So we're gonna climb up there. I'm gonna say it's probably about 100, I don't know, maybe 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, about 140 feet. You know what they say, watch your step. First one's a big one. You know what I don't like is generally I'm not afraid of heights by any means, but these stairs, I don't know if you can see that. These things are swaying so hard. I've climbed many cell phone towers. I've climbed one other fire tower before, and they've never felt as wobbly as this. Okay, made it. You've made a mistake. Warning. Tower deemed unsafe, 1022. U.S. Forestry. I'll deem what's safe and unsafe. This feels very unsafe. Now for the part of the United States this is really pretty. I always thought that this part of the US was kind of lame and boring. A lot of mountains up here though. A lot of mountains and a lot of lakes, and it's a big forest. All right guys, making my descent down these stairs. They're a little sketchy going down. I mean, to be fair, they're sketchy going up. Feel more sketchy going down. Nonetheless though, making my way down the tower. Making my way downtown. I don't know the words. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button, drop a comment, ask any questions. If you have any comments and or concerns about this video, let me know and I'll do my best to respond. And be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with my future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.